Alright guys, a lot more stuff has been piling up. Some TCDB trades and some eBay stuff. I think I have them all sorted a bit better this time, so let's start going through them. Starting off with some of this stuff that I traded for. Some 1997 Flair Showcase. Been working on this set for a while. And some of these can be the more challenging ones to get, these row zero cards, because people tend to overprice them. So it was nice to get a stack of them via trade without having to buy them. And there were some decent players in this stack. Nice Eddie Murray. Henry Rodriguez had some good years back then. And some of these I'd like to get again at some point, like this Posada and Mariano, because I didn't have either of these in my Yankee collection. But again, these will go with the set, so I'll worry about getting other ones at some other point in time for the Yankee binders. Yeah, really good looking cards. Love the set overall, but the row zero ones definitely have more shine than row one and row two. Ellis Burks. And last one here, Shigetoshi Hasegawa rookie card. Now here's some random Yankee stuff that I've traded for. Again, a lot of this type of stuff, like 90s base that I didn't have, that you would think I already had, but did not. So some nice 93 Studio. The backs of those were always really nice too. 95 Flair, Mike Stanley. So yeah, some of my favorite 90 sets right there. Also got some Gerald Williams rookies. Didn't have a whole lot of his stuff, so trying to get like a page or two of him going. Here's an older one, 82 Donruss, Willie Randolph. 84 Topps, Guidry. Thought this one was pretty cool. This Danny Tartabull team checklist from Upper Deck. And Ruben Sierra from his first go around as a Yankee. A few more got this. Paul O'Neill Platinum Anniversary. I think that's the Blue Prism refractor. Those are not numbered. Got a AJ Burnett Fleer rookie. He was on the 09 championship team, so I like to get rookies of anybody from the championship teams, regardless of what uniform they're wearing on their rookie card. And now on to some of the disappointing current Yankees, but still some nice ones. Really cool sparkly Giancarlo. And this guy was awful, Devin Williams. I don't think he'll be back. There's a refractor of him. I think that's my only Yankee card of him. Also got the Ben Rice rookie refractor. And a Jazz Chisholm Bowman's Best refractor. Again, all this stuff from different trades. I really like this one. Jason Dominguez. Hope they give him more of a real opportunity next year. Like give him 500 plus at bats. They called him up this year to be kind of like a part-time player, which didn't really make any sense. They should have just kept him in the minors, playing every day and developing. Now here are a few Bernies. I think 2 from trades and 2 from eBay. This one was definitely from a trade, 2001 Topps, but that's not the regular Topps, that's the Home Team Advantage version. And also from 2001, the Top Slash Post cereal. So I guess those were in cereal boxes. I don't really remember these. Man, nice to add it. And this one I just showed on Facebook. That's the 97 Carlos Baerga softball game set, which I thought was 98 because that's the 98 Pacific design, but looked it up on TCDB. They have it listed as 97. But yeah, I had been wanting that one for a while. They actually don't pop up as often as one might think. Then also added this one for like $1 or $2. Didn't know anything about this set. I think it's one of those like Topps online sets or something. Topps black and white. That's a pretty cool insert from it. Frame rate. So added that one. And some more random Yankee eBay editions. Bargain editions. You all know how I like to shop most of the time. $1 cards, $2 cards, $5 and under type cards, all that type of stuff. So I got this nice shiny Tim Raines. There you go, that's capturing the shine a bit better. Those are 97 score artist proof. I think they were called something else, like Showcase Series artist proof or something. Or maybe I'm getting that confused with something else. But yeah, very nice parallels. Then got this Jeter and Nomar 99 finest split screen. I've talked about these before. You see there, the Jeter side has the refractor shine and Nomar does not. So there's another one where Nomar side would have the shine and Jeter does not, and then there's one where both sides have the shine. But yeah, that's the only one I have thus far. Here's another refractor. There's a David Wells, but it pictures him with the Blue Jays. But I mentioned before, I like collecting David Wells in pretty much all of his uniforms. Doesn't really matter. He played for what, like 6 or 7 different teams, including the Yankees twice. But yeah, that's a 2000 finest refractor. The refractors that year were really nice. Then picked up one auto. I think this is the only auto you'll see the entire video. And it's Bucky Bleepin' Dent. Only they didn't say bleepin'. But yeah, I got that for like a little under $5, I think. And I don't think I had a Bucky Dent in the Yankee collection, so nice to grab that one. Then I added some stuff from this year's Crusade, which I know a lot of people don't like the Panini baseball, but as usual, they have some really nice looking inserts. There's the Judge Certified Stars. Really like how they did that. A tribute to the, I think it was 97 Totally Certified was when they last did that. And then also got the green Lou Gehrig. That one's numbered to 249. I got a few of these blue numbered parallels. I guess this is what the base looks like. We got the Whitey and Reggie. Those are at a 199. And this one was actually in a trade. This George Lombard. I guess that's an insert. And then with one of the purchases, I can't remember which one, somebody threw in a nice shiny Griffey. So man, how times have changed. Back in my day, nobody would have thrown in a nice Griffey insert for free in any deal. And also picked up this Judge numbers insert. Those are pretty cool. And then from this year's Prism, got this one in an auction. The Paul O'Neill Gold. Actually, let me get that out of there. But yeah, I was surprised at how cheap I was able to win this auction. Very sweet looking gold. The golds are numbered to 10. That one's 10 out of 10. So yeah, I know a lot of people don't like the Panini baseball stuff. That's why you're sometimes able to get stuff like this real cheap. And if I had my choice, obviously, I wish they would have the logos, but it still ain't gonna stop me from getting some stuff like that, especially if I can get it real cheap. All right, a few more things to go. Getting through it little by little. Got some PR, PC stuff. I think most of this first stuff is from trades. Got a nice Delgado Power Plus insert. Got an early Jose Molina. Bowman Chrome. A much newer Bowman Chrome of Lindor. And then some older stuff here. Got a Tony Bernazard rookie. And those other guys. Danny Tartabull rookie. Dave Rosello. I don't think that's a rookie, but again, just some of that old base that I'll be adding to the binders. And then the rest of this stuff is from eBay, I'm pretty sure. Got this 2001 Pacific premiere date of Luis Alicea, numbered to 36. And from that same set, got two numbered Ricky Leday cards. Got the premiere date for him. And actually thought I had bought that card twice on accident, but then realized that they were two different ones. The other one I bought was the retail limited. It says retail limited there on that shiny part. And those were numbered to 85. So yeah, I thought I had bought the same card twice, but was pleasantly surprised to find out that they were two different numbered Ledays from that set. And then a couple more autographs. I thought we were done with the autographs for this video, but forgot I had these in here. Got a nice shiny Carlos Baerga from Select. And again, got that real cheap. I think under $5. Most likely because it's Panini, but don't mind adding it. Really like the look of that. This one from Leaf of Victor Manuel Torres, numbered to 15. Honestly, don't know a whole lot about him. I just know he's Puerto Rican, so added it to the PC. Not even sure what made me look this guy up. I don't know if I just like casually found him or what, but I did look him up and find out he's Puerto Rican, so it goes into the PR PC. And now some basketball. And yeah, we're getting into sports that fewer and fewer people seem to like, but I'll always love my NBA stuff, especially old school NBA stuff. Got that really nice Elton Brand insert. I remember having some of these as a kid, but didn't have any of them anymore. And I always liked Elton Brand. I always kind of hoped the Knicks would sign him for a year or two. And I remember late in his career they talked about maybe adding him, but they never pulled the trigger on it. Here's another card that I used to have, but must have got rid of it at some point. This nice Vince Carter from EX. One of my favorite years of EX. So wanted to reacquire that. And yeah, these that I'm showing are from trades. Here's just some more randomness. Got this Muggsy Bogues. I have a few of his cards in a binder, so I'll throw that in there. Thought that was a really cool shot. Kind of shows how little he really was. There's a center, Will Perdue, I think, who was like a 7-footer, and there's Muggsy just a little above knee high there on him. But still had a Very nice, respectable career, even at his height. And here are a few current Knicks players, not pictured with the Knicks on these cards, but I just liked both of these cards. Got that Mikal Bridges with Brooklyn there. Nice insert with the city in the backdrop there. And then got this Jordan Clarkson Prism rookie. Knicks just signed him this offseason. I don't think I had even one rookie card of his. Wasn't really ripping too many packs around that time. Now here's an older rookie I got in a trade. And it's Elton Brand again. 99 2000 Topps gold label. And man, that old school gold label just hits different. Very sweet cards. Yeah, Brand was a #1 overall pick that didn't really live up to the hype of a #1 overall pick, but still had a pretty solid career. Played for like 3 or 4 different teams. I think usually averaged double figures in points and rebounds. And now these I think were from eBay. I mean, it doesn't really matter, obviously they're still in my collection regardless, but sometimes I just like to try to remember if I got them on eBay or via trade. But that's an Allen Iverson Upper Deck rookie exclusive insert. An insert set that I've kind of considered putting together, but y'all know how I am with sets in general. Like, I add a card or two every few months and never really get them done. Same thing with this one here, the 96-97 Ultra All Rookie insert set. Those are like embossed. I remember I had the Kobe from this set. I don't think I do anymore. So that one would be the biggest pain to try to get back, because a lot of Kobe stuff from that time is still kind of overpriced. And then got a bunch of Knicks stuff here. First, just a bunch of binder stuff from trades. Again, a lot of this 90s stuff that I always thought I already had. I'm sure a lot of people thought I already had, but upon checking, I did not. So I add a lot of this stuff to my TCDB want list, and pretty quickly people offer them to me in trades. So again, that site has been great for this type of stuff. Now I just need more binder pages for all this stuff I've been adding. Nice chrome of Allen Houston, first year of Topps Chrome. And Bowman's Best Sprewell. Also got a few Patrick Ewing inserts. The Topps Bound for Glory insert. Sponsored by TNA. So yeah, that's one that kind of looked familiar and I thought I had it, but upon checking I did not. There he is on Divock right there. I got this Topps 40 refractor. Not really one of my favorite refractors from back then. Really tough to see the shine on those. But again, didn't have it, so nice to add it. And a couple of numbered eBay editions. I think they were both like under $5. That's usually my price range for this type of stuff. That's a nice one there. Allen Houston from Fleer Authority. Prominence. Numbered to 125. So yeah, a lot of this numbered stuff from back then was pretty tough to pull. So always nice to be able to add it to the PC at a good price. Then let me get this one out of here. There's Walt Frazier from Luxury Box. I think that's just the gold parallel to the base, numbered to 100. But again, really nice to be able to add that, because that was a high-end product and I'm able to get one of the tougher numbered cards for next to nothing. Alright, a bit of football, a bit of hockey, and we'll be done. Was really happy to be able to trade for this. Topps Gold rookie of Michael Strahan and Marcus Buckley, but obviously Strahan is the one I really want on there. Yeah, cool rookie of those two guys. And yeah, another one of those cards that you would think I would have already picked up, but had not. And had been wanting a Tom Coughlin auto for the longest. Ended up picking this one up. Although they list them with the Jaguars there, which was kind of an odd choice. I mean, I know he had some success with the Jaguars, but he won his Super Bowls with the Giants, so you would think they'd have him listed with the Giants, but again, not a big deal. Just nice to have his autograph in the collection. This one I had posted on Instagram a while ago, but had not shown it on here. Really like this year's Football Elite stuff. Really like the design, and as usual they have some nice shiny stuff. So got that Phil Simms 99 of 99. The seller didn't even mention that it was a bookend, thankfully, because he would have drove up the price on that. And then very glad to add this one via auction. This Michael Strahan 1998 Upper Deck exclusives, numbered to 100. Again, old school numbered stuff. If you guys have been following my channel for any amount of time, you know I love this kind of stuff. Again, these do not get listed very often, so was extremely happy to be able to get that for under 20 bucks. And then just 3 hockey cards. Been working on my one hockey binder, so added a few things to some of my favorite old school Rangers. Mike Richter. And from that same set, Adam Graves. That's 95-96 Ultra Extra. And again, even the backs of the cards in the 90s were always pretty cool. They actually put some effort into the backs of the cards. And then a Mark Messier Crease Crashers insert. So that's it. Honestly, I debated whether or not to even show all this stuff, but it was still sitting out here, so figured why not. And I do actually have a couple of other videos planned, so hopefully I'll get those done sooner than later. But whenever it is, I'll talk to you guys next time.